EWH, iShares MSCI Hong Kong weekly. Down below here, EPI Wisdom Tree Trust, India. Everybody know where the country India is. So, when we're looking around the world, we're looking at particularly what Hong Kong has done from it made its highs in 2010, and it has gone straight down to its 200-week moving average in Hong Kong. And we like to know what's going on around the world, so we take a look at the ETFs, and we like to know what's going on around the world over here. And these, basically, if you take a look, we've been in a weekly sell signal here on India. We've got a weekly sell signal starting right here. So here's India right here. This is India. Now here is Hong Kong with the weekly sell signal. That's just starting to follow. You could take a look at how the corrections have gone from the very high around the world. And it's you want to know that you peaked and you made the lower low right there at the 200 week. This was a 2011 lower high. Same thing. Came right down in here. Is where it did, and it broke down in, and that's going to be the upper side of that resistance. Here is a third lower high in Hong Kong that starts right about here, and it too goes right across here where we were putting in those tests and another lower high. Basically, they got weak sell signals, and you can see around the world how things were being bought up outside of the U.S., the big wick up at the bottom there in this ETF. And there are bull and bear trades that go along with these. That's 1625 here. You know, these things are shortable, and you can go long on them. And the point that I want to show here is the amount of buyers that came in here on that Hong Kong index. Now, when you look at the India one, which is over here, you can clearly see the same kind of major bottoms around the world. That's that India right here. Look at that big wick here. But you got this neckline, so we can clearly see around the world, outside of U.S., on these ETFs, you can bull them up, buy them up off the bottom. They too have their bear market and bull market moves, and they're tradable, and it's using the ETF structure to diversify risk management. We'll go into a lot more training. Sell signal weekly here in India, the beginning sell signal weekly here in Hong Kong. Trade management and different things will apply. The lesson learned is that last Thursday and Friday around the world, everybody was buying up the bottom at critical support levels. Trade management, bull and bear, we will define those